Praise be Jesus Christ, now and forever. In the good old days, one of the most important things for a journalist to establish, if not the most important thing, was factual evidence for a story. Not supposition, not conjecture, and most certainly not personal opinion or bias, just the facts, as Sergeant Joe Friday used to say. One might even say the mark of a really good journalist would be when the facts of a story clash with the politics or persuasions of the said journalist, but he or she still reports the facts. Never let the facts get in the way of a good story, some ancient wag once said. Sadly, that seems to be the operative phrase in the world of fake news today. There are even so-called verified departments in some mainstream media organizations whose role seems to be verifying the editorial narrative or attempting to deny what goes against the bias. This, through the grace of God, is not the case with the New Testament. While, as with all accounts of incidents and accidents in life, there are different shades from different bystanders, the words of St. Luke in the opening chapter of his Gospel are very important. Addressing Theophilus, as he does in the opening of the Acts of the Apostles, St. Luke tells him that, with many accounts and much testimony from eyewitnesses, Luke was going to draw up an orderly account, so, he says, that you may know the truth of the things of which you have been informed. Theophilus may or may not have been an actual person. The name means lover of God, which we all should be. What matters is what St. Luke says. The truth and an orderly account of what happened mattered and matters to us. As always, almost like clockwork, every Easter some attempt is made, usually widely publicized by the allegedly neutral press, to debunk some aspect of the Christian story. Our faith is built on facts, based on facts, and won the words of eyewitnesses, men and women, most of whom gave their lives rather than deny those facts. Although there are some who claim that Elvis is alive and well and working in Burger King, I'm not aware of many, if any, who have died to proclaim that truth. Listening to the first reading on Easter Sunday, I was struck by the words of St. Peter in the 10th chapter of Acts. St. Peter, not only the first pope, but another eyewitness who died proclaiming what he had seen and heard. As I've said many times because it's so true, we can hear the same passage so many times and always hear something new. St. Peter, in just 10 verses, recounts briefly the facts of the life of Jesus to his Gentile audience. 3 times he uses the words or word witness or witnesses. He was raised from the dead, he says, and we are witnesses. We ate and drank with him after he was raised. God commanded us to testify and preach, in other words, to speak of what they had seen, to be witnesses, to authentic truth, to the facts. In these Easter days, surrounded by bad news, fake news, and half news, this is the good news, and it's true. Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. Brethren, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, like a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.